Oh, I was just saying I'm going to give everybody a few minutes to come in. Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing? Hello, Native Girl. Hello, Cuff hello, DD. Oh, thank you for that. Appreciate it. Even though you said I don't have to thank you. Thank you so much, DD. DD Fuentes, 8999595743321. Hey, Mariska. How you doing? Hey, Cindy. Good to see you. Good to see you, Cindy. If you guys haven't checked out on Discord, she has fundraising going on right now for Christmas. Very good, reputable uh, organization. Check that out. It's from Cindy. Check it out. Check it out. Yeah, no worries, no worries. Actually, let me jump into it. It's already 5 minutes. Man, that went fast. No problem, Cindy. What you're doing is great. What you're doing is a good thing. I applaud that. So let me jump right into it. There's a lot of stuff I have to go through, and I only have 1 hour, and then I have to get going. I got a busy week, busy weekend, and I have a busy week next week as well. There's some updates going on right now with the Jake Haro case, and I'll start off with that. And I had to change a little bit of. Hey, Thomas, good to see you. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. Yeah, appreciate you guys. Actually, let me go over some rules, real quick rules. Uh, don't mention any other channels. Respect other channels. Respect each other. We debate the idea, not the person. Uh, we don't personally attack people in here. We just don't do that. We're classy people. All right. And yeah, keep it cool, keep it chill, keep the conversation going, and that's pretty much it. Everybody's been cool here, so just little rules like that, you know. What were the other rules? I think that was it. So there's an update. There was a court hearing for Rebecca Haro and the Jake Haro, Rebecca Haro, Baby and Manolito case. So I'm gonna play a segment. Oh, hey, what's up, Bean Nadine? Keep it sassy, keep it classy, keep it sassy. However you want. You get one warning. So There it is. Let me play this for you, and we'll jump right into it.
Let's turn now to California, where the mother of missing baby Emmanuel Haro was back in court. Rebecca Haro is accused of murdering her 7-month-old son and then telling authorities he had been kidnapped. Haro's husband, Jake, pled guilty to the murder earlier this month, but Rebecca has not changed her plea. Joining us live in studio now to break it all down is Court TV crime and justice correspondent Matt Johnson. Thank you, Matt, for being with us.
Of course.
You've been covering this case. I understand today's hearing was short. Tell us about it.
Very important, Judge Ashley. And the case continued again. Mother of missing baby Emmanuel Haro back in a Southern California courtroom today and asking for her settlement conference to be pushed again, this time to January of next year. Rebecca Haro's last court date was moved after her husband's shocking change of plea right before his settlement conference was set to begin. Earlier this month, confessed killer Jake Haro pled guilty to murder of 7-month-old baby Emmanuel. Back in August, you remember, both parents were charged with murder, child endangerment, and filing a false police report. Well, today, Rebecca Haro agreed to move her settlement conference by 85 days. Take a listen.
Ms. Haro, you have the right to have your preliminary hearing heard within 10 court days concluded within 60 calendar days of your arraignment. You waive those rights and agree instead that your preliminary hearing would be timely if held within 10 court days of January 21st. May be ordered back to this department on January 21st for felony settlement conference.
At this point in time, still no indication if Rebecca Haro, the mother of this baby, is looking for a plea deal. But the settlement conference and now the preliminary hearing have been moved to the end of January.
That's a big deal. I know we'll stay tuned and see what happens. But tell us about Jake entering the guilty plea. What's next for him?
He's back in court on Monday. It's going to be another big day, November 3rd, for his sentencing. Now, on Monday, we can expect those victim impact statements and possibly a statement in elocution from this confessed killer, Jake Haro, before his sentencing. Haro faces 25 years to life behind bars, but it's up to the judge to determine the sentence since his change of plea was with the court and not the Riverside County District Attorney's Office.
How do you plead to the charge in count 1 of the amended felony complaint of violation of Penal Code Section 187A?
I'm guilty.
And for clarification for the record, that's going to be in the second degree?
Yes.
Sir, do you admit that you committed a violation of Penal Code Section 187, Subdivision A, a felony, in that on or about August 5th of 2025 through and including August 14th of 2025 in the county of Riverside, state of California, you did willfully and unlawfully murder baby doe, initials EH, a human being?
I admit.
Audio from that recording from that hearing and a photo of him appearing to cry there in court. Baby Emmanuel's remains have never been found, not located. On Monday, Haro has the opportunity, Judge Ashley, to give that statement in elocution and just say where the baby is. He's admitted to killing that baby.
And a judge cannot force anyone to say anything, including where the baby is, but here's to hoping he does choose that route.
Exactly.
Matt Johnson, thank you so much as always.
Yeah, so that's she had a settlement hearing. A lot of legalities, a lot of jargon in the court. So she wants to be moved for her case next year of January. And then she's still pleading not guilty, Rebecca Haro. So that's a huge update right there. She's still continuing to claim her innocence and trying to move it to January 2026. So I will be closely monitoring that case. Obviously, we have been covering it since the beginning, before the arrest, during the arrest, after the arrest, and now me going to the courtrooms, the court, and covering it from there outside of the courtroom. There's times when I can make it. There's times when I can't. There's November 3rd is going to be Jake Haro's sentencing hearing. You heard it there. They were saying witness impact statements. And when you get sentenced, the judge asks, Judge Polk, which he's really fair. I like that judge, Judge Polk. He is going to ask if the defendant has anything to say. A lot of these cases, they don't want to say anything. They throw themselves at the court and just see what the court says, and then they get their sentence handed down. Who knows? I mean, we've seen some surprises in these cases and in many cases, and in this case, who knows? Maybe he'll say where baby Manolito is, what he did with it. I'm not going to believe him. I'm not going to believe what he says, a lot of the things that he says, but I mean, that is one step closer to justice in this case, where admitted to it. He admitted to it. I mean, that's something. And yeah, I do believe he's only crying for himself. He wasn't crying when he was doing those heinous acts with the first baby and then now with baby Manolito. So I agree 100% with your comments. And so November 3rd, witness impact statements and also his sentencing. So that's going to be on Monday. I'm going to try my best to be there. I'm going to try my best to be in the courtroom. Set your notifications. I always say maybe because you never know what might happen. Something comes up and then I don't get to go, and then people get disappointed. I don't want to disappoint people. So if I'm there, I'll let you guys know that I'm there. Set your notifications, because once the sentencing happens, and we've seen with surprises in here, I mean, we might find out that day what he did with baby Emanuelito. And if that's the case, as soon as I'm out of the courtroom, I'm going to go live. And you know me, I beat the news sometimes when I'm there because they have to upload. Me, I can just go real quick and go live and tell you guys everything in the courtroom, and then you guys can hear it in the news too. But I'll be there if I can be there, and if I'm there, I'll let you guys know. I'll keep you guys updated and keep you guys informed with this case, because we've been following this case pretty closely, real close, and we're definitely. I appreciate everybody following this case. I appreciate everybody just awareness for this case and the support and the amount of support baby Manolita has been getting with this case is astronomical. It's phenomenal. It's heartwarming. It puts faith back into humanity. With one bad act, there's like 1,000 million other acts of kindness. That's how I see it. I think so too, Cindy. I think so too. That courtroom will be packed. It might be. The thing is that a lot of the hearings for this courtroom haven't been packed, but supposedly this date might be packed. But who knows? Because a lot of the I don't know. That's my guess. Yes. Hey, Dandy, how you doing? But that is my guess, Cindy. Yes, that November 3rd, Monday, will be packed, is my guess. So if I go, I'm going to have to go early. And, man, we've seen surprises. Who knows? Maybe he might say where he is to try to get leniency, right? Leniency towards the court. But then again, are we going to believe him? I don't know. Let me crack open a Coke Zero. Is it okay if I have a Coke Zero, guys? You tell me if it's okay. Let me catch up on chat. Cuffy says he's literally crying. What a sissy. B Nadine, in my opinion, she killed him, and he's covering for her. To be honest, Dandelions. I bet he wasn't crying when he tortured and blew out Emmanuel's light. 100%. Cindy, I don't know. This whole case has me scratching my head. Yeah, definitely. Hey, native girl. Della, thank. They sure didn't say hola this time. Shaking my hand. Scandalous MFers, in my opinion. Cuffy, being Nadine. I just don't know. With his past crime, I feel like he did it, and she was scared of him, and helped make Manolito disappeared, but I see her a guilty 100%. That's the thing too. I was torn about it, being there, covering the case, and I think I did come to my own conclusion too, where she fucked up, and I think she can make it right with God. I mean, that's the only way, is to say that I fucked up. There's just no way around going around it. Uh, her making up that story, and her being scared, but now she's away from him, and that could run deep. You know what I mean? Like the clutches of somebody's psychological um, hold on somebody could be harsh. The thing is, I feel that she can make it right by saying what happened and making it right with God, and then seeing what happens with the courtroom, and going from there. But just she messed up too. She did. And however we want to frame that, however you want to frame that, it's up to you. And I mean, this case is heavy. So that's my opinion. That's my thought on that. B18, definitely they're both guilty, but what I was speculating is his ex-wife still talked to him, and how did that make Rebecca feel? Because why her go get mouth guard? I don't know. It's strange. Della Dank, I can't even. B18, good point. Della Dank, I can't even begin to look into this case. Just seeing his little face breaks my heart. Rest in peace, baby Emmanuel. Curfew makes my heart hurt. Yep. Hey, Delula, good to see you. Oh, thank you, Native Girl. Yeah, if you guys like to support the channel, there's my Cash App, there's my Venmo. It helps support the channel. Everything goes into one pot for the channel, which it could be, for this or for the other. But it goes towards the channel. Make it grow and give you, the coverages that, going to the courtroom, etc. Stuff like that, for sure. Thank you, Native Girl. B18, another thing is they don't work, so when a baby cries, I could see someone getting frustrated, right? But if both parents were something, he just be in another room asleep, having Rebecca deal with the baby? Question mark. Della Dank. These cases are not for the weak for sure. 100% Della Dank. Oh yeah, Cindy. Yeah, Cuffy was from Florida too. Yep. Della Dank. This makes me so sad because my nephew isn't even a month old and I love him so much. How could someone do this to a baby? I agree. One Coke Zero, Cindy. All right, you got it. Hey, Hio. Good to see you. Good to see you. All right. One Coke Zero, Cindy says. I'm allowed. Can it be a 2-liter? What a good day today. The Lulu Biches. The Lulu Biches. De La Dank. Sometimes I wonder if we're living in a rapture. It's crazy. Dandelions. Hey, good to see you. I don't know if I said hi to you. She's as guilty as he is. She didn't have to participate. It was her duty to protect him. I agree. I agree with that. She fucked up. Bottom line. She fucked up. So yeah, I'll see if I can make it to that courtroom. It like Cindy was saying, from sunny South Florida, it could probably be packed. But if I do go in there, I'll let you guys know. I'll let you guys know, and we'll go from there. I don't know what the witness impacts are going to be. I mean, that's right. Usually it's the parents, right, that are the witnesses. But I mean, it could be aunts, uncles, cousins, friends. That's going to be interesting. That's going to be very interesting. We've been covering this case since day one. So visiting the memorial. We had some sharks that the shark family went and gave to baby Monolito right there in the memorial, which was pretty cool. And from the true crime community, who have been covering the case since day one. And thereafter. The thing with the cases too, I wanted to mention, is like anybody can cover these cases for awareness. There's no monopoly. Nobody owns the rights to a case. I applaud that when other people, other creators take the liberty to do the cases, and to like say I see a case from somebody else and I'm like, whoa, let me cover this case, and it's like, go for it, go, run with it. Yeah, it could be other families, Cindy. It's a good point. So I applaud that, you know what I mean? And if anybody wants to just cover this case, the less case, I mean, go for it. And if you want information on boots on the ground, as they say, quote unquote boots on the ground, reach out to me, and yeah, we'll share information and give you pictures and whatnot. So let's go. Let's see. So that's a little quick update on that. Again, November 3rd is the sentencing. So if you guys can hit the like button, please. Like, share, and sub. So there's a new article that came out. Excuse me. I'm gonna move into the David case. I want to get caught up with the David case with this article that just came out from the Daily Mail, and I have this, and then I have a couple videos too that are kind of surprising from an ex-friend of David's. But I'm going to be moving on to this case on this part of the episode, and I want to get caught up with this because the next phase of this case is going to be the toxicology report, and I mean that's going to be telling, but also that's not going to be the end all be all. The toxicology, if the toxicology comes back undetermined, it doesn't mean they can't make a case. It doesn't mean someone's not guilty. It doesn't mean it didn't happen. It doesn't mean any of that. You can still make a case by video, by showing circumstantial evidence. Even without a body, California has a good reputation of convicting no-body crimes here in California. So I don't know what Harvey was talking about when he was saying all that stuff, that it was going to be a hell of a time for the prosecution to make a case on this. Yes. But all cases are hard like that. All cases. Even when you have cases like Kohlberger, they did a plea deal and they didn't even go to the jury because you just never know what may happen with the jury. So all cases, in my opinion, are extremely difficult to convict, not to convict, this and the other. So let me read this article, and I had to change a little bit of. I went to I had to change the thumbnail, because I mean people are being cute with the wordings and stuff like that. SF Investigates was saying that he didn't say it like this and like that, but I'm gonna read the article, and we'll go from there. So you guys can talk amongst yourselves as I'm reading it. Should be a quick one. Just give me 1 second. I just had it right. Yeah, I don't know. The timeline's weird on that being needed. I don't know if you did or did. Very good question. When was the last time the baby was seen in public, right? Very good question. All right, so here's the article. I blocked out the ads because the ads are so annoying on here. Excuse me. All right, so this article came out earlier. It says a private investigator looking into how a missing girl ended up dead in the trunk of David's abandoned Tesla has revealed new details about the sadistic items allegedly found inside his LA rental home. The decomposed remains of Celeste Rivas Hernandez were discovered on September 8th inside the impounded car registered to 20-year-old David, real name David Anthony Burke. Rivas has been missing for more than a year after running away from her home in Lake Elsinore, California in April 2024. She would have turned 15 the day before her body was found, but police believe she's been dead for some time. Continue reading. 9 days after the discovery, homicide detectives raided the $4.1 million Hollywood Hills mansion where Burke had been living. Officials confirmed the search was linked to Riva's death and that several items of evidence were seized. The homeowner, I can't even pronounce his name, Travanovic, apologies. I'm just going to say MT. That's the homeowner of the rental place, okay? MT, his initials. Told the Daily Mail he hired private investigator Steve Fisher after the raid to determine whether Rivas ever stayed at the property, and if so, when she was last seen there. In the week since, Fisher has combed surveillance footage, interviewed neighbors, and searched the property for clues. He previously claimed to have recovered a series of strange items from the inside that served no clear domestic purpose. Speaking to the Daily Mail on Wednesday, Fisher elaborated, and I quote, "There were multiple of these items that could all be used together. Heavy-duty tools and machinery you'd never need in Hollywood Hills home. You'd be more likely to find them on a farm," end quote. Keep reading. One of the items appeared to have been recently delivered to the property, he said, because it was still in its shipping packaging. I don't know what impact these items could have on the overall narrative, but if any, he continued, adding that the presence of the mysterious items appeared strange and LAPD has been notified. Fisher, in interviews with Court TV and Law and Crime earlier this month, described the items recovered from the property as sadistic, suggesting that they could potentially be used to get rid of a person. He reiterated those claims on Wednesday without offering further explanation. Bottles of prescription pain medication were also recovered inside, as were various items of drug paraphernalia. The condition of the home and the items found inside were otherwise normal, according to the PI. Continue reading. The LAPD has not returned requests for comment about Fisher's remark, nor has attorney for Burke, for David. Rivas' cause of death remains undetermined, with autopsy and toxicology reports still pending. The LAPD is currently treating the case as a death investigation, not a homicide, and no suspects have been named. Fisher said he and his team found evidence that multiple others were staying at the house with Burke, with personal items belonging to other men and women discovered in guest bedrooms, beside tables and bathroom cabinets. None of the female effects appear to belong to Rivas, he said. Fisher is not in possession of any evidence that proves Rivas was ever inside the home. However, he claims a neighbor told him they once saw a girl sitting on the front curb as if she was waiting for someone to come and let her in. The LAPD has not confirmed any known ties between Rivas and Burke, but the matter remains under investigation. Sources close to the girl told the Daily Mail the pair were in an illicit relationship and first made contact over social media when she was 11 or 12. Sources close to her said they last heard from her in late June or early July, while Fisher claims he has material provided she was still alive as of January 5th, 2025. Continue reading. Fisher has also been poring over hours of surveillance footage to piece together a timeline around the black Tesla's final movements and to determine when Rivas may have died. He told the Daily Mail the footage shows the car, which was dented and covered in mud, was last moved on July 9th. Excuse me. I apologize. Let me read that again. Was last moved on July 29th and clearly shows the face of the driver, whom he has since identified but declines to name. The vehicle was parked across the street of Doheny Place and Bluebird Avenue, where it was later towed in early September. Fisher said that Burke was in LA at the time the car was moved. He departed from San Francisco later the same day to perform the first show of his Withered World Tour. He added that the footage, combined with evidence found at the house, has led him to believe the singer had a tight-knit entourage of trusted associates. There was a small inner circle, 2, 3, maybe 4, who appeared to be living in the house and were very close with David, said Fisher. He added, after the story broke, they all started unfollowing each other and deleting posts that showed them together. There's also an indication that multiple people had access to the Tesla, which I believe to be the case. Burke was out of the state performing when Rivas' remains were found. He canceled the rest of his world tour when she was publicly identified the following week. He has not publicly addressed her death, and it's unclear whether he's cooperating with investigators. Burke has not been accused of any crimes. In the last public statement, the LAPD said it was unsure if there was any criminal culpability beyond the concealment of Rivas' remains. Additional details have since surfaced about the months leading up to Rivas' April 2024 disappearance. Dispatch records obtained by the Daily Mail show cops were called to Rivas' family home in Lake Elsinore, California, 11 times before she vanished and 22 more times after. Sources said Rivas had a troubled home life and had run away multiple times. Let me continue reading. Police and social media records show she first fled on Valentine's 2024. That's right, February 14, 2024. Leaving a note to her family before she was reported missing later that morning. Wow, we've never heard that before. That she left a note. Wow. Deputies returned to the home several times over the next 2 days as relatives posted flyers and missing persons alerts online. She eventually returned, though it's unclear when. Friends told the LA Times she was upset by the public attention her disappearance had generated. Wow. But by March 19th, she was gone again. Police visited the house 3 times that day, and surveillance footage published by TMZ appeared to show her walking past a liquor store near her street towards a dark vehicle just out of frame. Let me read that again. Surveillance footage published by TMZ appeared to show her walking past a liquor store near her street towards a dark vehicle just outside the frame. Huh. That's new too. I mean, we knew she was picked up, but not by a dark vehicle. Huh. And where is that footage? And why was it edited out? Rivas was reported missing once more on April 5th, and police made several follow-ups through late April, including a report of suspicious circumstances. Local residents later told the Times they saw her back at home later that year. A TikTok clip posted by a cousin in June appeared to show Rivas at a neighborhood cookout, though it's unclear when it was filmed. Over the next 9 months, police logged more than a dozen additional calls to the home for disturbances, vandalism, and purported assaults. Wow. Burke's current whereabouts are not known. He has since transferred the deeds to 2 properties he owns near Houston, Texas, into his mother's name, property records show. That's the end of the article. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let me catch up with chat. What do you guys think about that? Yeah, a lot of little nuggets in there, man. That's like, whoa. Huh. Very interesting. Daily Mail. I like the Daily Mail. They've I met one of the guys at the memorial, and he gave me his number. I might call him up and try to verify some of the information, some of the rumors or something. Maybe I could shoot the shit with him, see what he thinks. Let me catch up on chat. Hey Whitney, good to see you. Flojo, good to see you. Thanks you for the email. Yeah, I had heard about the the change in wording. People are getting cute with it. People are getting cute with it. Let's see, Whitney. Who else is in here? Nadine, Cindy. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody. Okay. Let me catch up on chat. Um, let's see. Thank you, Cindy, for that. Please hit the thumbs up. Appreciate that. Oh, right. Not to testify the give impact thing. Okay, yeah. I probably misspoke. True crime with Hio. Good to see you again. Good to see you. Whose phone is ringing? It's the music in the background. Yeah. Cuffy says, Mark, have you seen all the tip calls that come in before they were arrested? Yeah, I saw that. But it's a lot of code in it. But I could go over it, and I just have not had time. I just had not have time. And speaking of not time, next week I'll be. I mean, I have to, I have projects that I have to finish. I have to start, and I'll be coming on here with breaking news and things like that. And then after that week, then I'll be able to readjust my schedule and go lives more. So just giving everybody a heads up that next week it's I probably won't be on live as much as I am. And lately I haven't because it's just I've been so busy, with um, real life pretty much, as I'm sure everybody is. But yeah, what's up, Flojo? Yeah, good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah. Oh, you feeling better? That's cool. That's good. I know yeah, you were feeling down. That's good. Man, these are some dumb kids. Yeah, internet's forever. The note. Yeah, the note. That's new news. Fudge TMZ. The thing with the TMZ is like they have connections there. You know what I mean? But I mean, we could still have our own opinions about them. Yeah, definitely. I'm okay with that. DD Fuentes 8995. Lots of new info. Yeah, June was the cookout. I think David is going down soon. Now that well, I got a couple other things too to show you right now. I got a couple things too from his ex-friend. How can this be put listed and they don't bring him in? Whitney. Yep, Whitney's saying that absolutely. I agree with you. Dee, I would watch you for this cozy background alone. Now that your content is the best, thank you. I appreciate you. Yeah, I try to make it like a nice, cozy environment. It's like gather around. Let's all sit down. Let's hear some tea. Whitney, someone got arrested? No, nobody got arrested yet. Well, he said something about I read it. I read the article he was in, and he said it. That they were, that you would find those tools in a farm area, not in the Hollywood Hills, is what he's saying. And he said it was like they were like pricey items. To me, it seems like they found, machetes, shovels, pickaxe, those things that you do find, like him with the farm. The way that he speaks to, it's just too, like when he says sadistic, I have a problem with that too. Sadistic is when you're alive and you're inflicting pain for your own pleasure on someone. So when he says sadistic, it's and then to me, I feel like he kind of misspeaks. He kind of misrepresents. He misses the mark sometimes in what he's trying to say. And I'm guilty of that too, where I want to say something and it just doesn't come out the way I want it to. And maybe that's the way he is because he's a private investigator. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not anything like that. And he's not either, which I don't think he is. And that's okay, obviously. So to me, it's just when he says those types of words, I mean, those words have a definition that are specific to that. And so But yeah, he did say. I mean, we just read the article, and he was saying that. He was saying that there are stuff there that you could typically would find in a farm. And to me, it's like shovels, pickaxes, machetes, right? Because he's saying that it could have been something in his opinion that it could have been maybe a way to get rid of Celeste's body or a body, is what he was saying. But you can't charge somebody with a crime that didn't happen. But what's to say that they didn't use some of this stuff? Because right now we're not sure if it was dismembered or not. It's 50-50. I mean, I still don't know. To be honest, I don't know if she was dismembered or not. I don't know. And so who's to say that some of those items that were left behind, they didn't need because they already had the items. You see what I'm saying? So that could be one thing too. If she is dismembered, if we do find out that she is dismembered, or it was just because of the decomposition, that too. I mean, it's 50-50. It could go either way. Either way, somebody put her in that trunk. Either way, in the front trunk. And to me, I was thinking too of a hole digger, of a post digger. I haven't heard somebody say anything to that effect. And when somebody's maybe trying to fill a hole or make a hole and they're not, strong enough, I guess, or his friends, right? They're very, they just don't come from that type of cloth. They're not from that type of breed, right? They're very bougie, cool type. And so for me, I would imagine if there was things that you would find in a farm or in landscaping would be something to dig a hole, which is an auger. An auger is a very good way to make a hole. And that was just one of my guesses too, is maybe an auger, maybe shovels, pickaxe, power tools, things like that make you want to cut trees, limbs, and dispose of a body, like he was saying in his opinion. Cindy says, Mark, to me, it would make more sense if we knew what he's talking about. I agree. Yeah, Cindy, you're right. If he said this, and this that I found, then we would be like, okay, I see what you're saying, right? But he's not saying that, and we're left with our our speculation. So yeah, I agree with that 100%. And then he's trying to correct other people. No, that's not what I meant. Well, that's not what you meant, but that's our opinion, and we're okay with. We're entitled to our opinion. Yeah, I did grab my Coke Zero. So, I mean, I don't know. But that's a very good point. If we would know what items he's saying, and then we would, if I say a wood chipper, right, for example, and he's like, no, I never said that. Well, no shit, you didn't say that. You know what I mean? Let me play this video. I have 2 videos from TikTok I really want to play. I feel like they're very important. Take it with a grain of salt. This guy's name's Enkleezy. He's been making his rounds on the internet. And what he has to say is pretty powerful. Take it with a grain of salt. This is all alleged, but I thought it was pretty interesting to know. And here it goes.
So I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard about the David situation, and a lot of you guys may know that I used to be friends with David. And a lot of you guys have seen the stuff I put on Twitter and Instagram trying to expose him, because there was some stuff that I knew since 2023 that I have tried to make public, but it's been shut down by legal team, just people, friends, close friends of David. It's been shut down. They tried to, I tried to post it on Twitter, they removed it. So as you can see here, I've attached some photos just of some of the stuff that's happened. There's way more, and I do hope that hopefully it comes to light. I'm working with some people right now to hopefully, get him exposed once and for all. Obviously as well, my prayers are going to the family of the victims, and it's a disgusting thing that happened, and I just want to say that I feel guilty for knowing this, and I swear to God on everything, I try my best to get it out. I've been trying since 2023. Y'all can see the proof. I've put the proof on Twitter, Instagram, y'all saw it. I tried my best. I've been trying, and it just didn't work. And I'm so glad, because everything happens for a reason. The truth will come to light. Everything happens for a reason. This dude David had ignored me multiple times. He would only get answer the messages from his underage fans. So it all comes back to him. So I'm so glad that obviously this is being exposed, and yeah, that's it really. And we just gotta hope for the best this time.
Here's another clip of him too.
This video, I just want to address some stuff. Now, a lot of people on Twitter are mad at me because in 2023, I tried to expose David for what he was doing at the time. And I just want to clear up that the stuff from 2023 was not about the Celeste girl that was obviously recently in the news. It's nothing to do with her. I didn't know about her. I didn't know she was 13. I maybe heard her name once or twice. I had nothing to do with her. The stuff I have from 2023 was nothing to do with Celeste. These were other girls, underage girls, that had claimed David had messaged them or had, relationships with them or, doing inappropriate things with them. And I want people to know that in 2023, I did try and bring the situation to light. And a lot of people remember, I was having a lot of shit for it. It got so bad that David's legal team had got in contact with me to remove everything. I've attached an email here that I received from his team in 2023. And basically they removed my song with David from, streaming services because apparently I was spreading misinformation. The thing is, after that, I got in touch with David and I was like, yo, are the claims true and all of this? And he was like, he literally said, I've got it here. He said, no, it's just some people trying to get clout. There's no evidence and stuff. After that, everything was shut down. Everything, no one else came out after that. So from my point of view, you guys need to understand that it did look like they were just claims. So a lot of people are asking me, why was I promoting a song in 2024 and 2025 that I had with David? It's because the claims that I had in 2023 were, put on hold. It's as if they didn't exist. I had no idea. I was told that they were false by David and his legal team. So after the whole situation happened, I actually felt bad for, spreading misinformation. I thought it was all fake. Obviously, with the stuff that's happened in the past 24 hours, I realized that, they're now real, and some people have come out to me and told me that, it was true. Not just that, but in 2023, when I made the claims, David's legal team did not want anyone to know that David was doing this type of stuff. So basically they blamed me and said that I was leaking music, but I wasn't leaking any music. They blamed me for leaking music. I was leaking the facts. So they just said that they're gonna blame me for leaking music. That's my punishment. My song is off. That's it. And you guys need to understand that I felt terrible. I felt like I was gonna ruin his career out. I felt like I was spreading misinformation for him. I felt disgusting, bro. I was like, I gave him claims that weren't true because from what it looked like to me, they weren't true. They were cleared and everything. No one else came out after that. But then obviously now it's a different story. That's why I was promoting the songs in 2024, 2025. I was cool with him. I wasn't like, friends with him and stuff, but I didn't have a problem with him. Little do I know that he hated me. He has me blocked on Twitter right now, and he's blocked me within the past 24 hours because I was not blocked prior to, everything happening. And also, I just want to add that I live in Egypt. I don't live in the US. I can't go to NYPD. I can't go to LAPD. I can't get in touch with the FBI. The stuff that I had was just Discord messages, I didn't have any solid evidence that he did it. But now obviously looking at it, it makes sense. So I just wanted to clear it up because a lot of people think I'm doing it for clout and I'm doing it for this and I'm doing it for that. I'm just doing it because I felt the time was right, and I've been sitting on this information and I'm just glad it's out now. I also want y'all to know that I was 16. I was a kid. I was scared. I didn't want any legal things to happen. I didn't want my family to get involved. I was a 16-year-old kid. I was petrified. But that's it really. I just wanted to mention that I don't have anything to do with Celeste. I'm praying for her family. There's a GoFundMe link. It'll be in my comments. I'll try pin it. And at this time, we just need to pray for the best, and hopefully this dude gets what he deserves. And I'm so sorry for not speaking about this sooner. I was scared, and I'm doing what I can now.
Damn. Dang. Whoa. So yeah, this video's been going around, but I mean, I've tried to search this guy, and he seems legit in my opinion. This is, again, take it with a grain of salt, but he has some songs and collaborations with David, and then he got dropped because of that. And so his legal team came up to him. He was 16 and was like, dude, you're leaking songs. You gotta, you're a kid, and people just threaten you with legal precaution, legal threats, I mean, you're gonna back down. And so he's now speaking out and is like, no, this it went under the rug. I felt so guilty. I felt so bad. And now he's like putting it together. And so, I mean, I thought this was worthy of at least checking it out for sure. Yeah, I mean, yeah. And Cindy says, oh, snaps. Where are those girls now? Exactly. Whitney says, the chickens have come to roost. Murder's no joke in Egypt. Yep. Victims, plural, Cindy says. Flojo, wasn't he the Chronic team? I'm not sure. I just know him from TikTok. Yeah, I mean, he seems legit too. And the thing about it is, like, I was looking online, I was reading who this guy is, and his name just kept popping up and popping up and popping up and popping up. And I didn't see any videos from him. And it's so weird. I haven't seen any videos except for these two. And I don't know. It seems like they want to silence this guy. Whoever they is, I don't know. But this guy wants to get his story out, and it seems like it's been buried or blocked or something. But I mean, again, I thought this was interesting in its own. In its own. And the way he says it, it doesn't seem far-fetched either, in my opinion. It doesn't seem like he's going out of the way to make these freaking claims of rituals and sadistic things. And no, it's like, it's just not out of the ordinary crazy stuff that he's saying. And Whitney, huh? Well, right when he was 16, he said he was threatened by David's legal team, and he was scared. I mean, I would be too if I was 16 and being threatened by a powerful legal team and saying you're doing this and you're doing that, and you're not going to collaborate, right? The gatekeepers, we're not going to put your music out so you don't become known, and the gatekeepers, things like. I mean, it's just power plays and power dynamics that are just so disgusting. He's putting himself out there, wouldn't he? Absolutely. Didi says shit got real for him. He manned up. He seems legit to me too. Yeah, and that's the thing too. I mean, at least I at least wanted to touch up on these two videos, and at least I wanted to put it out there. And if anybody knows have any more information on this guy, please email me at marktheshark943@outlook.com. I'll put it up in a second. And I do want to hear more from this guy. I really do. Or on the other hand, if you have any information that this guy's full of shit too, right? I would like to hear that. But I think I think this guy's onto something, because he's also saying, look, I don't have like crazy evidence. I mean, I have Discord or screenshots, and then he posted up some receipts too. This is David. He blocked me. And what? I mean, I don't know. That was like, whoa, when I first heard that. Right, that's the other thing, Cindy, is just because you're in another country doesn't mean you can't report it to the police or the FBI. And maybe he doesn't know how. And thank you, Native Girl. There is my email. And yeah, I mean, the FBI, you can contact them from any country and call them up. Go talk to the embassy, and they could direct you to it. I mean, you have the internet. The internet's connected everywhere. You can contact them. Maybe he's not sure how to do it or how to, contact us. I don't know. But he should. I mean, these videos are older, so maybe he has. So I do want to keep updated on this person. I'll keep you guys updated on him and what is going on with him. Either way, I'm sure we'll find out more later. But this was very interesting. Very interesting. Let me go to another video. I have another video. This was from the tow yard. I'm sure you guys have seen this. Let me play this.
I love that this is not phasing you at all.
I found that singer who murdered his
underage girlfriend's body like a month ago. Nothing phased me after that.
Wow.
What?
Jesus. I wasn't expecting that. What?
Tesla, it's that singer David.
Yes.
You found it?
Yeah, that was us. And I
Get the fuck
That was
get
this?
the fuck out.
Yeah.
With my progressive app. Of course, won't recognize my face. Cool. No can. Let's just Face ID is required to continue because stolen device protection is turned on.
No!
What is happening? Yes. I can't. Here's my pink folder with my documentation. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, so that was at the tow yard. It was just very, very creepy that that was TikTok. They didn't even know that was the place of it, and then find out. And yeah, it's very strange. The thing is, too, the person that found the body was a manager. I had spoken to someone at the tow yard, and I asked them if they were the ones who discovered the body, and they said no, it was a manager. So I don't know if that's the manager or not. I don't think so, in my opinion. Either way, that's the place where her body was found, the tow yard. But it was from a manager. Um, and so I asked one of the employees there. And thanks, Flojo, for the email. Thank you, everybody. I've been looking through my emails, and some I have to put on there on Outlook. I'm new to Outlook, so I have to put unread, and then more emails come or something like that. But I've been going through them, so thank you, everybody, for sending me emails. I really appreciate it. I do go over them if I don't reply, but I do go over them. Cindy says David was only homeschooled from 7th grade. Dee Dee says my adult son can use TikTok, would not know how, or would just assume it was hard to contact FBI. Right. It just would assume that, right? Yeah, that was my assumption too. But he definitely needs to be contacting somebody. That guy. Let's see. So. Oh man. So yeah, I wanted to bring that new the new article that just came out today. And again, November 3rd is going to be Jake Haro's his sentencing, and we'll try to make that. And if I do make it, I will go live right afterwards, so you guys can get the latest. And but yeah, this just came out today from the Daily Mail. Wanted to update you guys. Again, there's not really going to be much breaking news on this case, on the Celeste Rivas case, because the next phase is the toxicology. Excuse me. And so that does also give me an opportunity to finish my projects too. And again, next week I'll be on like Discord and things like that. Or if you guys want to email me, if you guys have any new information. Next week I am planning to try to go to the second home of David, the one he's not there anymore, obviously, for the two houses. But next week, that's my other plan too, is to go to LA and to check out the second home, and just to kind of walk around, see what's going on out there, and feel the temperature, look at it, because on the pictures from the outside, it's very different when you're there. You actually see the road. You actually see how wide the road is. You actually might see a garage. You might see how private it is from the outside too. That's another thing that I like to see, is how private a place is. But it's a very different feeling when you're out there, and I try to bring that to you and to try to set the scene up for you if I'm there or if I take video. If I have good video and good feed out there, I'll go live. And so I'll try to yeah, if I can go live, because sometimes I can't go live. It's just the service isn't good out there or certain spots. But if I can, I will definitely, and you guys can be live with me, and if you guys see something, or I can just take a video of it and upload it later, and we can go on a live and go from there. But that's all I got for you guys today. It was it was packed with information, and take Dell, bring Coke Zeros and gas money. So get a pizza uniform. Oh shit. Pizza. And but yeah, that was packed full of information. It was 1 hour. I came on here on time. And yeah, I got a lot of work to do next week with my projects again. So hopefully we get the toxicology soon. Hopefully we get some answers soon. I think we will. And the thing too is, like, I don't want to keep, like, I mean, I could. I mean, I don't know. If it's whatever you guys want too. If you guys want me to go over the information again, revisit information because there's not new information too, I could do that too. Or if you guys just want me to do just breaking news type of things, I'm fairly new to all this, to YouTube as a creator. But I mean, you guys make it fun, you guys make it entertainment, and you guys make it all well worth it, because it is these cases are heavy, and we try to bring a little positivity however we can. I know that sounds like it shouldn't fit in that sentence, but we try to bring a little bit of positivity into the channel regarding these cases. And if you guys have any information, call Crime Stoppers at LAPD. Call them up. I'm going to see if I can do a post on that, because if anything that you guys have, any information regarding small or big or whatever it may be, you might think it's nothing, go and call Crime Stoppers, call LAPD, call the FBI, because maybe your tip is what they're missing. Maybe your tip is the missing link. However small you think it is or isn't, call Crime Stoppers regarding the Celeste Rivas case. She needs justice. We will not sleep until she gets justice and answers. Yeah, bring a pizza. Whoever said that. Cindy says, it is helpful for me when you're on location with pictures. You're the best. Oh, thank you. Cool. No Kool-Aid, only tea. Well, I'll save that for another day, Cindy. I'll say that for another day. But the Kool-Aid man, yeah, he was sleepwalking. He was sleepwalking. He was trying to enter in somebody's house naked with his junk flopping, and he was sleepwalking. So nothing happened to him. I'll cash up you for pizza. Hell yeah. Pizza sounds so good right now. Yeah, pizza sounds good every day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Oh, you guys are BFFs. Oh. Mark, thanks for stopping by my channel too. I haven't had a chance to thank you. Yeah, no worries, Flojo. Check out Flojo's channel. I'll link it up in a minute. Are you gonna do any more lives, Flojo? Let me see if I can get your channel. Yeah, you got a nice setup. I could tell you have a nice computer. There's Flojo's channel if you guys want to check him out while I'm gone. And Hopefully he does more lives. Whitney, if you were closer, you would be a menace on location. Uh-oh. Yeah. If you want to go live, that together, yeah. The thing is, like, I've been so busy lately, and again, I'll be busy next week. So, yeah, check out Flojo, guys. He's got a good setup. He's got a good computer. He's got a good setup. Check him out. Check out his videos too. He goes. He has. He makes some good videos. So check him out. So that's it for me, guys. And yeah, I'll send. I'll keep the notifications on. I'll probably just listen in. I mean, I hate to repeat myself, like, to you guys. It's just I have so much stuff to do, so much, and it's just like but I do want to go to LA next week, sometime next week, and we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out on location, live. We'll see. Okay. Yeah, do it on your lunch break. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. And just a quick update on Jake Haro and the David case. And send me an email, Flojo. Send me an email. We'll go from there. And till next time, guys, be rude to people. Keep arm's length. Don't let them get near you. Cover up your PIN messages. Cover up your addresses. Be around people that only want the best for you. Don't be hanging around people that put you down. Be around people that bring you up, all right? Because I want the best for you, and I hope you want the best for me. And let's go. Justice for Celeste Rivas. Justice for Baby Manolito. And everybody for the missing and the murdered. Wherever you may be, may God has rest upon you. May God's hands keep you warm. May God's words keep you okay. And I love you guys. You guys have a good day. Stay blessed. Stay safe. Till next.